becoming an investor, and I think Doug mentioned previously, we have roughly 350 investors, and it started out with a couple, and it seems like every month we get a few people who sign up. We have people that have over the last 12 years add to their account we have some investors that add on a weekly, or not weekly, but on a monthly basis or annual basis, and we have other people that open up an account and have never touched it either way. So, but at the end of the day, there are some requirements to become an investor. One of them is you must be an accredited investor, and that's pretty standard in almost any of these sort of private placement memorandum investments, not just with our fund, but you would see this in all kinds of different little private setups. But at the end of the day, we want to see 100,000 minimum investment in order to open an account. You must be an accredited investor. Again, an accredited investor is somebody, if they're married, they have a combined income of $350,000. If they're an individual that's non-married, it's $250,000, or they have a minimum net worth of $1 million. That would be another way to be an accredited investor. We do have our fund is annually audited. When we started the fund in 2008, we did it voluntarily, and we did that. We've always done it every year since 2008. In fact, when you go on our website, you can click on a link and you can see all of our audits that are posted online. We've always just kind of put that out there, but I forget, I think it was 4 or 5 years ago, the Department of Corporations came in and basically said, look, you're going to have these types of private funds, you must have an audit. And so that became sort of a standard rule for all private money funds like ours. But again, we've been doing that since conception, so this wasn't any change for us, but they're now required. And then anybody who wants to become an investor, if you go ahead and get on our website, you can click on an investor link, and there'll be a drop down somewhere there that talks about documents, and all of our documents are posted online. Anyone can print them, and you can go ahead and just fill them out and get them back to us. It's real simple to do. And even if all of that is creating some issues, because I myself at times I get on the internet and start kicking around and things don't always go my way, you can always call Rubicon and Megan Sims, who works for Doug and I. She's in charge of client relations, and you can talk with Megan Sims, and she would walk you through anything. In fact, I think there's even a video that we have on our website now where Megan goes through and literally takes you step by step on every document, or at least on YouTube or our website, I forget, but it's out there. It's on both. Yeah, so that's another way people who are interested can do it. So, and again, if you have interest in you want to, we have a lot of different questions and answers up there, and investor testimonials, audits. We put out a quarterly newsletter. Most of those have put out for the last 7 or 8 years.
Recent deals.
Yeah, recently, pretty much everything's online. We try to be highly transparent, but we still really want people to, if they get to that point where they're really serious about investing with Rubicon, we want to have a conversation with you. And, you can talk to myself or Doug. You can come in, have an in-person meeting. I always recommend that people should come into the office, meet our staff, see our setup, know exactly what they're getting involved in. Obviously, it's a busy society out there. A lot of people come from word of mouth, so not everybody comes in and meets us. But if you're really kind of coming in, I'll say, off the street, and you don't have a warm referral, I do think you should come down to the office and meet us.